Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley. In today's video, I want to talk about the future of Disney Dreamlight Valley. And by future, I mean literally next update and what to expect from it. There is a lot of concerns that I have. I'm really worried about the direction of Disney Dreamlight Valley, judging by the way they're handling their other game, Disney Speedstorm. It makes me worried seeing how incredibly greedy and pay-to-win Disney Speedstorm became as it became free-to-play. But there's one thing I don't have to worry about at all, and it's internet security, thanks to the sponsor of today's video, Aura. I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely tired of receiving spam calls every single day. Look at this. Look at all of these calls. You might think, oh my god, this guy has so many friends. Well, I wish. But unfortunately, 90% of these calls are spam. Did you know that data brokers make lots of money from your private information and selling it to robocallers, scammers, and other people that you probably don't want to have your private information? Well, what you might have not known is that those data brokers are legally required to remove your information if you ask them to. And this is where Aura comes in. They're constantly monitoring the list of all known data brokers, and they submit opt-out requests on your behalf if they detect that your personal information is being sold. There are so many services out there that protect different aspects of your identity, but Aura has it all in one place. It's super easy to set up. It's just one app that comes with all the features you might want. Password manager, parental control, VPN, antivirus, identity theft protection and insurance, and more for one very affordable price. Now, they didn't tell me to say any of this stuff, but I've been using Aura for the last 3 months, and I have been shocked on how much of my private information is out there. And I'm a very private person. I don't like that. Recently, I applied for a credit card, and Aura sent me an email immediately notifying me that some company looked up my credit report, and then later that a new account was opened under my social security. Now, in this case, it was me doing those actions, but sometimes it can be a scammer, and you would never know until it's too late. With Aura, you will get notification when something's going on immediately. I can input all of my passwords from all of my most important accounts into Aura, and they will monitor all the data breaches that are reported and notify me if any of my passwords have been leaked, so I can change them and not get hacked. And not to mention, in the last couple of months, I've been receiving so much less spam calls. Here you go. This whole month of September, I received 4 compared to June. Before I started using Aura, 6, 8, 15, over 20! What the hell? On their website, you can literally see what data brokers they asked to remove your private information, which sites had to legally remove your phone numbers and other information so no scammers can access it anymore. It's magical. If you don't want those scammers to continue profiting from your private information, go check out Aura. I'm gonna leave my special link in the description that will give you 2 weeks free trial. Go sign up for free, check out if your information was exposed, and Aura will offer you multiple ways to fix it. You literally have nothing to lose except all your private information and peace of mind and constant worrying about your identity being compromised. Thank you so much, Aura, for sponsoring this video. Check out the link in the description. Let's get back into Disney Dreamlight Valley. Alright, so let's take a look at the 2023 content roadmap. A lot of people always saying that they're looking forward to see the new content roadmap. But if we take a look at this one, it technically covers the entire year 2023. So there's a high chance we're not going to see a new roadmap until the end of this year, because technically this roadmap already covers it all. And I don't think they're going to make a whole roadmap just for basically the late 2023, because we already have it as a part of this roadmap. So let's talk about it. A new chapter begins in late 2023. New characters, new frontiers, multiplayer, new royal tool, and other magical surprises. There's one thing that's missing from this description that we also know is coming, and it's the game becoming free-to-play. It's been promised multiple times by the developers that the game is going to be free-to-play by the end of 2023. Basically, Disney Dreamlight Valley is confirmed to become free-to-play at some point before the end of 2023, which we are already very close to. We literally have like the bit of October, November, and December left, and potentially we only have one more update in this during this year. Probably, if I were to guess, in middle to late December. So that is the perfect time for them to make the game free-to-play in the end of December, before the beginning of the second chapter. So what does it mean? What can we expect? Let's talk about it. The things that potentially going to come with the next update as well, it's going to be probably one of the biggest updates of all times. We're going to get a new chapter, new characters, which we get every update, so that's not news. New frontiers, which a lot of people speculated is the new biome, and it's pretty much confirmed at this point by some hints inside the Forgotten Castle. And also pretty much this picture kind of very strongly indicates that we are getting desert biome. Once again, not officially confirmed, but that's the most plausible version that everybody agrees on. Multiplayer. Now, we've been teased multiplayer in a long time, and we still don't know what exactly it means. They have never specified, as far as I know, what features are we getting with the multiplayer. Right now, we kind of have a beginnings of the multiplayer with Dream Snaps, but when the actual multiplayer comes, what I'm personally expecting is going to be every character, every person playing the game is going to have a page. It's going to be like a little social media inside the game. Maybe the idea of Ralphstagram is not dead. Maybe it's coming. It's just going to be much bigger than Dream Snaps. Potentially social media pages when people can follow each other, message each other inside the game, have their own pages where they can post their photos, they can post the updates. For example, people who like to decorate, they can like consistently post their latest designs on their page, and people can follow them and comment and like, just like you do on Twitter right now or on Reddit, but inside the game. And people can follow you inside the game, people can become friends inside the game, potentially even visit your valley inside the game. Now, one thing that a lot of people are excited about multiplayer is trading items. And if I were to guess, I would say, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it makes sense to add trading items in Disney Dreamlight Valley, because you can buy almost any items unlimited amount of times from Scrooge Store if you unlocked it. And if you could just trade items with others, it would completely defeat the purpose of the Scrooge Store and unlocking new items from a Scrooge Store. You could literally just... like, there would be people who would just gift some rare items that they get lucky enough to other people, and then there's going to be no point of going to Scrooge Store ever whatsoever, unless you just need to get more items. So I'm personally... please don't hate me in the comments, but I'm against trading in this game. At least, I don't think that we should be able to trade the items that we don't have. Like, it's just gonna completely ruin the excitement of opening a Scrooge Store and seeing a new item every once in a while. I just don't want to lose that feeling. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with this. But let's move on. Multiplayer, potentially that's that. Visiting valleys, following people, that's my guess. Hopefully, probably we're gonna get more information on it as the time goes by. Now, new Royal Tool, I've seen so many different versions. A lot of people think that this hourglass on the picture is going to be the new Royal Tool, but I have no idea, and I haven't seen any theories on what potential ability will the hourglass possess as a Royal Tool, but there's possibilities. I personally think that the one that makes sense the most is going to be a bug net. We already have butterflies. So maybe, and some other bugs. For example, we had to catch some bugs for Simba Quest and stuff, but it would be cool if we could catch bugs potentially in the game itself. We could have different kind of bugs in different biomes. I don't know, that's just my guess. Some people speculate that the tool can be something that could be used to swim underwater. That would only make sense if we actually got an underwater biome, like for example Atlantis, or potentially Little Mermaid biome, which I honestly don't see happening, but once again we have no information on this, so we're gonna have to wait and see. And other magical surprises. One of those surprises has to be going free to play. Let's talk about this. Disney Speedstorm just went free to play less than a month ago, and it received overwhelming amount of hate for the way they handled it. Basically what they did, they made the game completely pay to win. You can literally purchase character shards, you can purchase upgrade materials. If you were to just start the game and drop a bunch of money, you could literally rise from 0 to the top within days. Even though if you were gonna stay free to play, it would take you months, if not longer, to potentially reach the same level. That enraged a lot of people. They also made the game way more difficult. The racing is more difficult. The rewards are lower. It's like they've been nerfing all the free-to-play friendly features and buffing all pay-to-win features. And that kind of scares me. I honestly don't want the same to happen to Disney Dreamlight Valley. I hope... Well, to be fair, it's hard to compare Disney Dreamlight Valley and Speedstorm. They're completely different games, completely different concepts. Disney Dreamlight Valley has a source of moonstones. The star path in Disney Dreamlight Valley is very reasonable. You get most of your moonstones back. However, in Speedstorm, you don't get any premium currency back that you spend on the star path. So it's like, it's already insanely pay to win just because it's impossible to be able to purchase Star Path or Golden Path every season from just the tokens that you earn. All the items were super overpriced from the beginning, and there's no way to farm tokens in the game whatsoever. Disney Dreamlight Valley is very different from that because we have Dream Snaps, we have daily chests with tokens, we have Star Path, which gives you some stuff back, and we have Premium Shop, which a lot of people have been complaining super overpriced, but I feel like with addition of Dream Snaps, it's now pretty well balanced. However, potentially when the game becomes free to play, they're gonna try to shift that balance. Right now, they're trying to keep people happy, most likely that's paid for the game. But once it becomes free to play, all of this is gonna end. Most likely, they will start monetizing many aspects of the game that are currently not being monetized, because currently people they are monetizing them now just through people buying the game. But once it's free to play, nothing is stopping them to actually have for example, certain quests paywalled, certain characters paywalled, and they actually confirmed this in the many interviews that they are planning to have, like, each update they're gonna have a little bit of free story, maybe some free characters, and there's also gonna be paid expansions where you can unlock potentially maybe a part of the story that relates to a certain character that you can also unlock for paying extra currency. The question here is gonna be how insanely expensive it's gonna be, how much value it's gonna offer, and would it be possible to pay for it with moonstones, or is it gonna be actually just for money, so you have to pay money to unlock that stuff? Or can you use moonstones that you are gaining from Dream Snaps, for example, to unlock new content? I feel like if they want to maintain a good balance and not make people super outraged, they should make everything unlockable with moonstones. So for people who do well in Dream Snaps, who put a lot of effort and be able to farm decent amount of moonstones, at least they'll be able to unlock everything for free. And even people who don't do so well, they still would be able to save up at some point to unlock specific characters that they're most interested in. I think it would be a right way to do it. I totally understand that they will need to monetize the game as it goes free to play, I just hope they just don't do a 360 like they did with Speedstorm and just make almost every single aspect of the game worse. I hope they don't do that with Disney Dreamlight Valley. I think Disney Dreamlight Valley has way bigger player base, way more versatile game. Like, there's so much things you can do in Disney Dreamlight Valley compared to Speedstorm. So I feel like burnout rate for Disney Dreamlight Valley is going to be considerably lower, which means potentially more people will be playing the game for longer. So if they don't alienate people with insane monetizations, they will stick for longer. And there might be, like, if the prices are more reasonable, they will be spending less, but they will stick to the game for longer, which means they will be spending for longer period of time, potentially consistently, unlocking new characters, new chapters. So I feel like it's in the best interests of Disney Dreamlight Valley to go very lenient on their monetization policies and not make the mistake they made with Speedstorm. Alright, let's read some people's opinions. Buy now or wait until it's free to play? That's a good question. If you are planning to like, if you really want to play Disney Dreamlight Valley, but you're not sure if you should buy it now or wait until it's free to play, if Speedstorm is any indication, then the answer is buy now is always better. If you want to stay like, if your point of waiting for free to play release is to stay free to play and never spend any money on the game, then obviously wait. But if you are planning to pick up some gems here and there, it's much better deal to get it now. You're gonna have a head start, so you'll get more items. You're gonna get be more competitive in Dream Snaps faster. You'll unlock more characters. Like, getting a head start is much better. Also, you're getting much better deal on Moonstones compared to the prices in the game. The reason to get it now would be if there are time-limited events or items you want. Absolutely agree. You're going to be missing out on a lot of free items or very cheap items. And once again, much better deal on Moonstones. And some of the exclusive items that come with the Founder Editions are incredible. You can literally wait for the sale for a premium edition and get it for less than $50, which will get you insane amount of Moonstones that's going to last you for a long time if you know how to save them and use them the best way possible. I would say if you are planning to spend money in the future, just buy it now on sale. This is a good question. Do you think this is really going to become free to play this year? I'm really looking forward to play this game as soon as it's going to become free to play, as they stated. But at this point of the year, do you think it's going to actually become free before 2024? I really hope it's going to happen next month or in December. But on the other hand, I noticed that Disney Speed Blast, even Speedstorm, came out in early access and became free to play way earlier. Also, they announced the precise free to play release date 3 months prior. What do you think? Good questions. It is true that they will have to fix a lot of bugs in the game that still exist. Disney Speedstorm didn't have nearly as many bugs, so maybe they will actually delay full release in account of bugs, but we'll see what happens. I have a friend who opted to wait until it was free to play, but since it's taking so long, she's missed so much and she's lost interest in it. That is true. Like, if they promised a free-to-play release at the end of 2023, that's been always the promise. If they delay it much from this point, it's just going to piss a lot of people off and they're going to lose interest completely. So I feel like if they don't deliver free-to-play by the end of this year, they're going to miss out on a lot of potential players who are just going to lose interest completely. So I really hope we see free-to-play by the end of this year. Alright guys, this is all I got for today. Thank you so much, Aura, for sponsoring this video. I've been literally using it for the last probably 3-4 months, and I'm blown away by the amount of features it offers. It's genuinely so helpful in keeping your private information private and not getting as many spam calls, which literally happened. I would get like 3-4 spam calls every day before I started using it. After using it, it's maybe 1-2 calls a week. Incredible change. And thank you so much for watching this video. Huge thanks to all of our supporters. I'm really curious what you think. Is the game coming out free to play by the end of this year? And if it does, do you think they're gonna make it really unreasonable and make it as predatory as Speedstorm? Or are they actually gonna capitalize on the way on the fact that this game became way more successful than Speedstorm ever was. Maybe that was the reason why they went this way, because they thought, well, the game kind of flopped, so at least we're gonna try to make money from the whales by making everything super expensive. I think Disney Dreamlight Valley is super popular, and it has much bigger player base that is willing to spend money if that amount of money is reasonable. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And goodbye.